Hey punks, welcome back to university. We have another Radlands 101 advanced theory for you. Today's advanced theory is going to be on our first non-unique person, and this is probably one of my favorite characters to play in the game. So let's get right to today's lesson. We are going to do our advanced theory on the scientist. When you junk him, you get to launch the Raiders or advance the Raiders up the event track. He costs 1 water to play from your hand, and his ability is what makes him really special. For 1 water, you discard the top 3 cards of the deck. You may use the junk effect of one of those cards. So, one of the main reasons I really like the Scientist in most any game I'm playing is that you're able to kind of mill through the deck and hopefully find the answers you're looking for. So let's just do an example of his ability really quick. So 1 water, we're going to discard the top 3 cards. So our first card here is a Vanguard, our second card is a Doomsayer, and our third card is a Bombardment. That's really nice. We've got several different options here. So that's what's great about the Scientist, is hopefully you can find the answer you're looking for. So if we needed to launch the Raiders, we could use the junk effect of Vanguard. If Raiders was already maybe in the 1 spot and we needed one more Raiders resolution to destroy the last camp of the opponent, that's a great junk effect to use. Maybe we're searching for answers and we don't have what we need in our hands, so we want to draw the card. Or we have a camp that is injured and this could be the last camp that's destroyed. Well, now with the restore from Bombardment, we can restore it and hopefully last a little bit longer in the game. So it's almost, for 2 water, you can draw 1 card and then that just goes to your hand. But for 1 water, you can discard 3 cards, and yeah, you don't get to keep it, but hopefully you find the answer you're looking for in your junk. Now this one we had 2 injures and a raid. So sometimes you might get stuck using the same junk effect, but that's okay because injuring people is a part of it, and they might have a really important person that you need to injure or destroy, maybe to get to their camp. So Scientist is great. Now where the issues maybe with Scientist that kind of crop up is that you're milling through the deck, you're going through the deck, and it really is frustrating sometimes when you're like, I'm going to use the Scientist, and maybe you discard a card that you were actually looking for. So here, for example, maybe they have a really large board. Well, we could have used this Truth to wipe the board, and now we can't because it's a part of our Scientist. Or maybe they have a Mulger staying on their side, or a Sniper, or something that you're really wanting to get rid of, but they have very well protected. Well, now we can't use this Banish for its ability because we've used it as a part of Scientist. So kind of a small nitpick. I think the pros of the Scientist activation outweigh maybe the cons of potentially discarding or getting rid of answers that you're looking for in the deck. I think he's worth playing, and if you see him on the other side of the board, he's probably worth targeting to get rid of, just because of how good his ability is, and that your opponent can then maybe find the answers that they're looking for as well. He probably combos well, because you can junk for a lot of raid effects. So if you had maybe a garage or a scavenger camp or outpost, something that launches the raiders, and you have a really heavy raider theme going on, where you're wanting to launch them and advance them to get to the opponent quickly. Scientists can help with that. Again, finding the restores that are very limited in the deck, Scientist works well for that. All in all, he's probably one of my favorite characters to play in the game. It's really hard to want to junk him for that, like I said, unless maybe you have the final killing blow or just want to really apply pressure onto your opponent. But that's the Scientist, the advanced theory on him. So if you have any other comments or awesome combos that you found with Scientist, leave them below in the comments. And if you have any other cards that you'd like me to talk about, whether camps, events, people, also comment that and let me know, and that could be my next advanced theory. And as always, stay thirsty, punks.